Hi everyone, this is Ankit Thakkar, and today I'm going to talk to you about three common mistakes that we end up doing in the verbal section, be it while attempting a mock or even while preparing. So, firstly, we know that the verbal section and even the critical reasoning section to some extent is a low accuracy section. So, what tends to happen is that um, in a particular question, we may get confused between two or three options. So, we are able to eliminate one or two options which we know are definitely wrong, but among the right, we are not sure which one is right among say two or three options. So what happens is we spend say 45 seconds to 1 minute and we're able to eliminate two options or three options, then we are confused between two options. Now what the brain tells us to do is that spend an extra minute or spend some extra 45 seconds or some extra time, which will help us clear that confusion. We may arrive at the right answer, but this is the ego trap that you don't have to fall into. What happens more often than not is that even if you give more extra time, you are generally not able to clear the confusion. So what I used to do is that if I've spent around say 1 minute or even 75 seconds and I'm confused between two options in a verbal question or even a critical reasoning question, I would just mark one answer and move on, because more often than not, it is not worth spending so much time in one particular question. You are losing that opportunity cost to maybe get some other question right. So that is one. The second issue that arises is while attempting RCs. So in the exam, if you come across an RC which looks slightly difficult to read or is long or the passage is long, you may tend to skip it entirely. But just keep in mind that not all questions will be directly related to the passage. You may come across a couple of questions which are synonym antonym questions or vocab based questions, and you may not require knowledge of the entire RC passage to be able to answer those questions. You may just have to go to the context of that word in that particular passage, which will mostly be highlighted in bold. And you can read a line up and line down, and you will be able to get the context. So don't skip those questions, because those questions, if you know the answer to them, they are free marks available. So just because an RC is tough, you don't have to skip the entire RC part or all the questions related to the RC. You can hunt for two or three questions which are directly answerable in terms of vocab questions or synonym antonym questions. Lastly, one other issue that arises during prep is that uh, when we are solving, say, synonym antonym questions or vocab based questions or even grammar based questions, we need to make a note of any new word that we come across or a new grammar rule that we come across. More often than not, when you're analyzing the mock, you just come across something new and you just read it, and you'll think that you'll retain it and you just move on. But that retention does not generally happen. You should make it a habit of write down the new word or the new meaning or the new grammar rule that you have come across, so that later you have a repository that is built. And say after a month or 2 months, when you go through that, you will remember that these are the words that I had learned new, or these are the new grammar rules I had learned that I had got wrong before. So make it a point to make a note of these small things, so that it will be useful to you later when you are preparing, studying, or analyzing your mocks. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you, everyone.